Sports. So hello, and welcome to another episode of the Super Bowl Simulation Challenge with me, Chris, and my brother Nick. Today we will be starting the season, and I will be starting the season with my Raiders. So the way this is going to work, we're both going to watch one game and probably sim for 3 or 4 games as well. And by that I mean just advance the week and see what happened in those games. So you're going to get to see both of our games, and you'll get to see the results of what happened in the other game and the stats from those games. I hope you enjoy the video, and you'll see me now in the game. So here we are, week 1 is about to begin as our Raiders take the field against the Denver Broncos. We will kick off to them, and we will watch our first possession on defense and see what we can do. We are playing our Tampa 2 scheme, and by the way, I did go for 4 wins, as we see a big tackle there straight away. Drew Lock incomplete. We went 4 wins, and the way that we will do season goals is pretty much we're trying to be realistic. I've just taken over this team. We got a rookie QB. This is definitely not a win now team, but if we start making the playoffs, to ensure that there is a chance of getting fired, when we start making the playoffs, we will start picking playoffs consistently, so that if we do underperform, we will get fired. As their Lock makes a big play too. I think that's Noah Fant. I know him well from past franchises I have been in. As they come out in the pistol now. Our defense struggling so far. Here's Lock. He steps back and gets another completion to the outside. Cortland Sutton, as we struggle to get any pressure on the QB. Not a good start for our D-line. Lock under center this time. He'll hand it off to Lindsay, and a good run stop. We do need to stop the run in a Tampa 2 scheme. Obviously our D-line needs to be pretty good at run stopping, because we should be playing 2 safeties deep a lot of the time. 2nd and 11. It's a big down. We come with a blitz and we get the sack. The first of the season goes to Carl Joseph, an unlikely source. But hopefully we'll be seeing more. Crucial down now, 3rd and 19. And if you've simmed in Madden franchise before, you know that these 3rd and longs often probably get converted more than they would in real life. But Drew Lock here, being the QB he is, we'll just check it down to Philip Lindsay. So now a 55-yard field goal is good from Brandon McManus. But now it's time for Dank Memes and this offense to take the field for the first time this season. Starting the shotgun. Remember, we are playing our short passing game offense, and it's a run. Memes can run. I am a bit scared of him fumbling the ball, because Madden QBs have a tendency to do that, as the Broncos show an exotic look. Memes takes the snap, and he will throw a risky pass, but it is complete, and Memes has his first NFL completion for 1 yard to Zach Pascal. Free agent signing, and now Memes, the down, complete Waller. That should be hopefully a strong connection throughout the season. Obviously Waller is our best receiver, so we'll be hoping that he can do a lot. Remember, we had 3 first-round picks that didn't go too well, but let's see what we can do on the ground this time. J.D. McKissick going backwards there. McKissick and Jacobs will be splitting run time. A lot of the time McKissick is a better 3rd down back, so he will be in for some of these formations. As we see there, I might need to put Jacobs in some more, to be honest. But now 3rd and 5. What can Memes do? Renfro, Waller, Pascal. A lot of time for Memes. He just checks it down to Waller. It's a massive game. Let's go Raiders! Great start for Darren Waller. He's going to be a linchpin of this offense. As it looks like we have a screen set up here, but that's going absolutely nowhere. I do like that play though, the fullback cross screen. I have made this playbook myself. 2nd and 10. Now we see Memes take off. Love it. Block for him. And Memes slides down after a modest gain. 3rd and 8. Why are we so tired? Here's a play. Vaughn coming on the... Oh, Memes throws his first pick of his career to Body Calhoun. And that is not great. So now we'll just go into some normal simming. We'll get through this. Just see a short run by Lindsay. Not a great start for Memes, but we get a 3 and out, so that's pretty good. Memes throws his first ever pick, but I did like him running there. As now we see a 3rd and 10 for us as well. And we go 3 and out. So we trade 3 and outs. Let's see what happens. Ooh, big gain to Torrey Smith, and now Jake Butt. Cortland Sutton. An 8-yard run by Lindsay, then marching down the field. 3rd and 2, big down. And they get it to Noah Fant. So from the 6th, the Broncos, Lindsay, get a touchdown. Andy Janovich. So it's 10-0. Blueberry fields the kick. And there's a good play for Memes, and McKissick gets to 2nd and 10. 3rd and 6. Let's watch this one play to see what Memes can do on 3rd and 6. We are down 10 already, and it's not looking great. Memes takes the snap. Good protection, and he finds Hunter Renfro, who gets injured on the play. Not ideal. A wide receiver depth. I think the next receiver in is what you're talking about. As McKissick goes backwards there, but then goes forwards 26 yards. There is Willis, what you talking about. And Dank Memes has his first career passing touchdown to Zach Pascal, free agent signing. So we'll watch the next 2 drives as well here. As Carlson kicks it away, they get the touchback. As we show blitz early on 1st and 10. Locke takes the snap, play action, and he will go deep and throw it into the ground. Woof. Not a great throw there, as this time we just show a 3-man rush, but we might come with more. No, we do come with 3. And we don't get much rush on there, as Lindsay with a nice juke goes out at the 30 for a big 3rd and 5. This one feels pretty big, because if we can go and score, get the ball back straight away, and maybe go and score again, that would be ideal. Here's the snap. Locke with the throw. Almost picked up, but not quite. So we'll get to our offensive plays then. Starting at the 28, down 3. Let's go. Jacobs behind Memes. Memes takes the snap. It's a read option. He's so quick. He's so quick. It's one of the quickest QBs I've ever seen in Madden. Apart from, generated QBs. Oh, Memes with a quick throw there to Pascal, I think, is 84. But it just hits him on the head. Memes throws it out. McKissick, what a move! What a move by JD McKissick. Jukes 2 players with that one move. Split backs now. As Memes will take the snap. He just runs straight in to Shaq Lawson. Not quite sure what Memes saw there. but it was not great. As now Memes, another read. He keeps it again and he fumbles, but we pick it up. Don't know who 50 is, but a nice stiff arm by the old lineman. Oh, it's Biscuits who picks it up and stiff arms. But yeah, I am scared of those fumbles, as though we see Memes just check it down. And we will probably punt away from the 50. You do have to be careful. Sometimes Madden will throw in the fake field goal. But I'm pretty sure this will be a punt. And so we should hopefully get towards the 2-minute warning here as we see the Broncos go back. 3rd and 10. They just run it. We're going to get good field position here. We will start at midfield, but we go backwards. We've seen too many backwards runs here. Let's watch 3rd and 9 for memes. Let's see if this drive can go anywhere. 3rd and 9. Memes takes the snap. And he will look to run. And he slides down at the 45. Probably a bit too long for a field goal, so I imagine we'll punt again. Oh, touchback as well. Brutal. As Lindsay goes for 7. And now a big 3rd down again, but Torrey Smith, he's been a great receiver for them today. Cortland Sutton gets a big catch. And we really need to stop them as we come to about a minute left. 3rd and 6, they get another big completion. To the 1, to Lindsay. A 0-yard penalty against Farrell. Thrown away. -2. 14 seconds left. Touchdown Broncos. That's a killer. If we could have stopped that, that really would have helped a lot. So let's watch the start of the second half here then. We are down 10 again. We need a big drive here. And when we've watched, the offense has been, I would say, about where I expected it to be. Obviously, Memes, I think, he's going to make mistakes, and we could use a better blocking on that one. Oh, God. I thought Memes went down there. That wouldn't have been good. Just 13 rushing yards for us so far. That's should have been caught, it looks like. From Memes there. They brought a blitz. Made a good read, but 3rd and 14. We've been backed up too often. Here we go. Vaughn. It's always going to happen. At least once a game. He's probably going to get a sack. It's hard to stop him for the entire game, but that's not ideal. That's now a good punt though. We'll watch from their 31. See what this defense can do so far. They've been, again, pretty mediocre. Nothing special. We haven't seen much pressure from the D-line as Lindsay. Whoa. Philip Lindsay gets smacked. But he holds on to the ball, unfortunately. Do love the Raiders uniforms. They look great here as well. Again, no pressure. That's been a real problem for us so far as Lindsay picks up the 1st down. We're really struggling. We really need Williams. It's not a strength of our team by any means, but we do need better pressure than this. Here is the pressure, and eventually it's thrown away by Locke. That was better from the Raiders. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Counter. Nice play there for the Raiders. Makes it 3rd and 10. We show blitz. Will we bring a blitz? We do. Come off the edge. Lock. Down the seam. Noah Fant gets the catch. Looks like we were in a sort of cover 3 blitz there, and Fant just gets the seam. Good throw by Locke. Not what we want to see. Here's the play. Lindsay, play action. Locke again. Wide open. Cortland Sutton. And he's to the 10. We really need to limit them to a field goal here. Otherwise, this game could be getting away from us. There's Lindsay. He'll push forward to the 5. Need to stop now. We've limited Lindsay quite well. 15 for 38 isn't bad at all. But it's the passing game that's really got us. So here goes Lindsay, straight up the middle, untouched. Terrible defensive play from us as Lindsay just walks in, and we will go down 24-7. So we'll, as Memes gets sacked again by Vaughn and again by Chubb. It's all falling apart for these Raiders. As if this blowout continues, we'll probably just get through this game as quickly as we can. We get a nice stop there. Let's see if we can get anything. 1st and 5. 1st down for Memes. McKissick going backwards. Zay Jones and McKissick to not get it. We run it on 3rd and 9. That's interesting as Lindsay goes for a 96-yard touchdown. And this one looks like it's over for our Raiders. Oh dear. Okay, there's a first down. We're getting some positive, but it's a good thing, I think, looking at this, that we went for our 4 wins. As that one is knocked away. Incomplete, and Leonidas gets 4. And we went for it on 4th, but didn't get it. So the gap still is 24 as we get a 3 and out there. That's pretty good. Let's watch one more drive, and I think if we don't get it here, it really will be game over. But it is still technically a 3-score game, though I don't hold up too much hope. But it is an initial look. This isn't great as Vaughn again straight away getting pressure. McKissick, nice play from him. He's been sort of a standout for us today in this poor performance, as Memes has struggled. But here goes Memes. He's going to look to run, and he's going to get sacked. I expect probably will have the most sacks in the league, because he will do that and run into quite a few sacks, I imagine. We've already seen him do it a couple times. Here's Memes again. And he gets a nice throw off. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's a good start, Memes. To Waller. He's 5 for 82. That's pretty good as well. And now we'll see Memes with 6 minutes 10 seconds left. He takes the snap and he's gonna go down. Derek Wolfe gets his 2nd sack on the day, and the 6th of Denver's entire day. So we got in an empty set. Not sure that's the right call after just getting sacked. The Broncos bring a blitz. Memes gets it out to Waller again. It is, as he'll be close to 100 yards today, and he's going to be a big target for the whole season and going forward in this potential entire franchise simulation game. As Memes puts on a move and then fumbles the ball. Yikes, this one could be a long season. Is Memes the answer? Are we hearing calls for benching already? I don't think so. I think we're going to leave him in and see if we can get the number 1 pick. As McManus adds to the Broncos lead, and we'll just get through this. Leonidas makes a nice play, and another sack, and there's Leonidas again. He's been getting up, and we punt. Why are we punting? Who's the coach? And thus ends game 1 for the Oakland Raiders in this series. Went about as badly as you could expect. Yeah, pretty poor start there for both Memes. We'll check out his stats. As Locke goes 18 of 28 for a touch, no picks. Memes 22, 33, 245, a touchdown and an interception. Running the ball wise, Memes 2 fumbles, that was the problem. Lindsay 3 touchdowns. He had a big day, including that massive run, of course. And McKissick and Jacobs, we just got nothing done on the ground. That's a real problem. But Waller there, Pascal, he got a touchdown. That was pretty nice. But apart from that, very few bright spots for these Raiders. As you see here, just 1 sack, and that was Carl Joseph as well on a blitz. Yeah, really struggled. Hopefully when we don't watch, there'll be less fumbles, there'll be more scoring and less terrible defensive play. So with the injury to one of our receivers in that game, Will, this what you're talking about, we are going to sign Dylan Cantrell from the Jets practice squad, as he probably fits what we're looking for best out of the options that were available. A lot of the options are just deep threats, burners, and that doesn't really suit what we're wanting. So we're going to sign Dylan Cantrell. And with the injury to Onwuaso, we're also going to sign Zaire Franklin from the Colts practice squad.
So here we are with the Arizona Cardinals, and we are going to sim through this week, as I think there are more interesting games to come. So hopefully we can get a win here, but we'll see. So we lose in the first week of this season, and we did set our goal for wins this year at 7, which means we could potentially get fired, whereas Chris cannot, pretty much. That's not good, is it? It's not what you want to see from Kyler. A bad running game. This is not what I expected from this game. A few sacks given up there. Zach Allen gets a sack. We didn't. We'll see what happens when we watch, but hopefully it'll be better than this. So here we go, and welcome to Arizona Cardinal football as we kick off to the Seattle Seahawks. It's Wilson already with a big play down the middle to DK. I think he's going to be an issue for us here. Now, if we get trounced as well, what might end up happening is we get through the season real quick. And all that might matter is that I keep my job. Because if we start losing, I'm probably going to need at least 6 wins to keep this job. So we'll see how that goes. But Wilson comes out in the eye. Drops back. And completes wide open up the middle. So here, on 3rd and long. We've got 5 wide in the bunch. Wilson. Oh! This was almost intercepted in the end zone. He dabs, but he did not come up with the ball. That'll be 3 points for the Seahawks. And it is. So here we go. We need an improvement on last week's game. Kyler threw 2 picks, and it wasn't good in any sense. And if I'm going to keep my job, we need to win games like this. David Johnson motions across very slowly. And he gets the screen. Oh, the big play there. The 10 yards from Murray. We come out 5 wide and dumps it off. That's not really what you want to see. So hopefully we can't stop them there. Wilson too good on the ground. And a penalty against the defense. They're going to keep driving down. Oh. Nope. Doesn't look like we're going to stop them. And this is already turning into not the game that we want to see from the Cardinals here. But we forced another field goal. And that is not what you want to see. Another interception by Kyler. Is he not going to work out with the Arizona Cardinals when things look so good in his first year? Let's find out. Well, not right now, but later. As now, Wilson picking apart the defense. I don't have high hopes for this game at this point, even so early. If we can hold them to a field goal, we're still in it. I just don't think it's gonna happen. As Disley hauls in the touchdown. And we'll watch this 3rd down. See what happens. Split back formation. Seattle. Rushing 4, and he dumps off again to Johnson. It's just not going to work. They missed the 58-yard field goal, and we'll watch this possession here. Kyler comes out. Robbie Anderson at the top of your picture. I would like to see him have a few targets in this game. Maybe even now against this press. Oh, Kyler takes off. Slides down to keep himself safe. 9 yards. I mean, if he's going to be throwing picks, I'd love to see more of that. Now the Cardinals come out. We run it. And Johnson jukes. Oh no, Drake. Sorry. Jukes out of the 1st down. Which is not what I want to be seeing. Now here we run it again and just can't get it done on the ground. This run game is not working for the Cardinals here. They went for a 61-yard field goal, which I would not advise for. It's not what I would have done myself, but this kind of thing happens in Madden. DK again. Oh my goodness. Breaking tackles, juking away. Second and short, play action Wilson. He dumps it off. And we actually stop him there. So let's see if we can hold him to another field goal attempt. An attempt to stay in this game. There's just nothing here from the Cardinals. And they've identified the blitz here. We go play action again. I imagine, yeah. The coverage in this game isn't great, which never helps when you're playing against Russell Wilson and DK. I think he's already got like all of those 200 yards. He's got 90 yards in this game. We're not even at the 2-minute warning. This could be DK's biggest game of his career so far. But, I mean, I didn't expect us to be showing any worse than Chris's team, but maybe we are worse, which I did not expect. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think that might be the first pass for more of 1 yard from Kyler. Let's see if he can get any more on this drive. Yeah, okay. I will watch this possession. Well, under center, which I don't expect to see much, but here it is. And we toss it out. And Kenyon Drake makes a nice move outside and picks up 4 yards, but is injured on the play. But you never want to see that. We're running it when we haven't ran it well at all, and this is our best run game when it's getting down to the 2-minute warning. I don't think we'll be running it from now on. So here is Kyler on this big third down to keep us in the game. This could be a defining moment as he completes over them. I was scared there that that ball would come out. But it doesn't look like we'll be looking at a shutout here, which is always not the thing you want to be looking at, trying to succeed. I don't know what Kyler's doing. Oh, he completes over the middle, close to a first down. We may actually have a touchdown here. Has he done? Why did I say anything? Why do I ever say anything? I don't think I should be talking. This game is not going well. I'm currently in week 2 fearing for my job security. Because looking at this will not be a happy season for the Arizona Cardinals. Let's see what we can do now. I need to see something. Anything from this team. Any sign of life. We can't be shut out in week 2. This team is... Oh. I was going to say this team isn't any different really from last year. They had a decent offense last year as he completes to Christian Kirk on the corner. I want to see Robbie Anderson involved there. Just anything. As we run it to Kenyon Drake, who's back in the game. Good to see he's not injured, but he's not doing much anyway. So maybe we have to look at running back or something on the O-line to help with this team, because this offense is not functioning how you want to see them. That play could have gone wrong in so many ways. I'm just not seeing much. As Kyler off balance throws out of bounds. The Seahawks score another quick touchdown as the Cardinals, I don't know what they can do to salvage this. It's just not looking good. Kyler's getting some plays up. We score. We love to see that. Rosas with a nice 46-yard field goal. He missed a 61 earlier, which you can't really blame him for. But maybe he will be the bright spark of this team, because there's not much else to look at. We are seeing this here. I want to see if we can actually score a touchdown. That would be lovely. Just something to build on, please, Kyler. Come out full wide. And Robbie Anderson, who's actually been catching a few in garbage time, has a nice play there. First touchdown on the year. As the Seahawks drive down and kick another field goal, making it a 3-score game. We were never really in this game. But Christian Kirk with a quick touchdown. Maybe, just maybe. So you're saying there's a chance? Yes, I am. Should I be saying that? Probably not. Judging by that play, if they keep rushing for 8, we're not going to be doing much of watching this game anymore. Give us a stop. Give me something, D-line. Spent money on that. Eric Armstead. He seemingly hasn't done anything because Russell Wilson has been having his way, as he does with most defenses, to be fair, but you never want to see it be this bad. As Carson rushes for another 5. There's just no real fire in this team right now. We were hoping that the offense would carry this team, but they don't seem to be able to do that. And the Seahawks, if we stop them here, maybe we could have a nice drive, but no, we don't. And I think that's gonna end this game. As Carson adds insult to injury there and rushes for a nice long touchdown. But we're driving quickly down the field, but it doesn't mean anything right now. Where was this 45 minutes ago? And this game is over. 37-25 is not how I expected this to go. We were losing 20-0 before the end of the second, I think. And that's just not good enough. I may get fired. That's the conclusion from this game. So this could be a quick series. But there's hope that maybe I'll even go to a better team if I do get fired. But right now we're focused on these Cardinals. Let's just hope that I can get another job if it doesn't go well. So maybe one bright spot from this game is that Von Bell now has star depth and an extra 20,000 XP. Does that give us any upgrades? No. But that is something. The 0-2 Cardinals have 2 star safeties. We couldn't stop Wilson though, and we didn't do much against Wagner. So we will ready up for next week.
So now we will sim through week 2. We will get to start scouting next week, and we shall see if I can get my first win of the season, or whether this will become the quest for the first win. So away we go, and we're all fingers crossed for these Raiders. We are playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we win 24-0. Woo! A shutout. Honestly, if you would have got me to guess the score for this game, 24-0 probably wouldn't have been in the top 1,000 scores I picked. And it definitely then wouldn't have been for us. But whoa, look at this domination. Just 183 yards to our 402. 220 passing yards. 1 turnover for each team, but 41 minutes time of possession. Jesus Christ. Fitzy comes in for a little stint, 15 yards, but Memes gets 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. And Winston, 50 passer rating, 117 yards, and 1 interception. And Jacobs, that's what we want to see, 22 attempts, 103 yards, much better than in our first game, which hopefully was just a blip. And McKissick as well, going for 56 from 13. Yeah, great start for the boys. Zay Jones there, 2 touchdowns. Darren Waller gets a touchdown. Renfro, touchdown. It's all looking on the up and up, as we see no sacks given up either. Great day all around for these Raiders. What a great start. We did have 1 pick, but Max Crosby gets a pick. That's interesting. D lineman getting a pick. A shutout. Wow. Against the Bucks as well. who normally have quite a high scoring offense.
And on to week 3 as the Cardinals finally get a win with a weekly award here for Patrick Peterson with 2 picks and a touchdown. I'm guessing a pick 6. And it's good to see. And as you saw, just Von Bell also did get an upgrade. 3 upgrades actually, which I put all into Run Stopper because I wanted to be scheme fit as soon as possible. Had a brain fart there, I don't know what happened. With Kyler, I think we'll try and make him a scheme fit as well. Go improviser, as this is probably the most important person we'll be upgrading throughout the series. His ratings look pretty good, and let's see if he can keep this production up that he's shown. So let's see how we won this game. We had no turnovers and the Rams had 3. I think that's really just the difference right there. Kyler had a good game. Didn't throw much. That's kind of what we want to see. Just 3 touchdowns on the day. Kenyon Drake carried the team in this game. David Johnson had a decent day himself. Good to see. Kirk with a great game here. 113 and a touch. Anderson not involved so much. He got a touchdown, but this game actually made him a frustrated receiver, which you don't really want to have. Pugh gives up 3 sacks. I'm guessing there's a good reason for that, as Aaron Donald had 4 sacks in this game. It's not ideal, but what can you really do about that? As we know, Pat Pete had his Player of the Week performance, with Hyle Lowell also coming in with a pick.
If you don't like a shutout win followed by a 42-17 loss, then you just don't like Raiders football, baby. As we get swamped by the New England Patriots, and Stidham and Brady combine to throw for 5 touchdowns. Stidham somehow comes in and throws 2 touchdowns on 4 passes. So that's interesting. And Brady still there, throws for 3 and no picks. Memes did have quite a few yards, 2 touchdowns. As we'll just look at our Raiders, not too worried about what they did. Not quite the rushing performance today. Zach Pascal, nice game though. Hopefully maybe he'll get a breakout chance. As Renfro also gets a touchdown. We did give up some sacks. Did we get any sacks? We did. Max Crosby got 1. That's been kind of a down point. I was kind of hoping for a bit more there from the defensive line. And so we fall to 1-2 in week 3. And after our week 3 shellacking to the Patriots, Dank Memes will get his first ever upgrade. And we are going to go for the Field General here, as I think that's good for all the accuracies, and I think that's important. Scrambler, we're not too interested in. We've seen him scramble a bit, but we definitely want him to be a scheme fit, and so Dank Memes will become a scheme fit and get some throw accuracy deep, which he was struggling with, and play action, which is quite hard to get, I think, in a lot of these upgrades. These Raiders are an enigma. We go against the 3-0 Saints, and what happens? We show them what's what. We dominate them. Second half shutout. That's what happens. Let's take a look at the player stats. Memes going big again. This time 3 touchdowns, no picks, so he sorts his turnover problems out. He goes for a little less yardage, but a very good passer rating. And Mullins, although he had a good game, will taste defeat for the first time, as we see Bo Scarborough. I haven't checked the injuries. Hopefully Jacobs didn't suffer too much of an injury. But yeah, Memes is looking on the up and up for him. Waller had a big game with 2 touchdowns. Pascal got another one. And in terms of the defense, nothing there, no turnovers, so not a standout performance by the defense, but a good win nevertheless. Takes us to 2-2 going in to week 5 to play the Los Angeles Chargers. I almost said San Diego, but the Los Angeles Chargers.
So unlike Chris, we are not able to smite a 3-0 team as we fall 24-9. Somehow Robbie Anderson earns a breakout player opportunity from that. I have no idea how that happened. He must have had all our yards. because this game cannot have been pretty. Here against the Cowboys, we fall to 1-3. They progress to 4-0. A turnover here. Kyler didn't have a good game. All of these yards must have been just Robbie Anderson. It pretty much was. That is not good. 25 for Kirk. We give up a lot of yards to everyone on their team pretty much. The blocking was fine. Just not getting many sacks from this defense. I don't understand what's going on really. There's just not a lot here to be excited about. It's a 4-0 team. You can't really expect us to beat them when we're not playing well. As Kenyon Drake also isn't having a good time. I'm surprised anyone would be having a good time on this team. We do have an upgrade here for Christian Kirk, and I think I will go for slot just to make him better at what he's good at. Hopefully we get some catch in traffic, which is what I want to see. Hopefully he can pull us out of this ditch we've dug for ourselves, because we're going to need a few more wins in this season for me to keep my job. We also have an upgrade here for our top pick from this year, the formerly known Angel Laws, is now Bird Laws. I'd love to see him have better power rush moves. It takes him away from being a scheme fit, and that takes a lot of XP for him to upgrade, so hopefully we get some production from him. If he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, he might turn out to be quite a bad pick because he might not upgrade so quick in this series. That's the end of this crappy episode for the Cardinals. The Raiders had a better time of it. Chris is probably going to be... Well, he's already kept his job pretty much with 2 wins. I'm in the danger zone. But next time we'll be watching Chris's Raiders take on the Chargers. And I'll take on the Jets. For now, bye-bye.